Welcome back to my channel, guys. Time for another anime first impression video. It's going to be on the only series, at least that I know of, that is exclusively releasing on Hulu, which honestly, it's surprising. I thought Hulu was, or really Disney is the true company. It was really pushing anime and really trying to get more rights, but they dropped the ball, I guess, and they only got one. And they released all of it at once, so that means this is not really from this season, but from probably a previous season, so has aired, I guess, somewhere else before. It is called Bullet, and I think there's only 8 episodes. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's what I saw. And I believe it is dubbed and subbed. I did watch a sub, but typically these series are both dubbed and subbed. So again, it is on Hulu. They did have the parentheses sub, and usually when I see that, it's because they have a dub version. So anyways, before anything, guys, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. You guys can follow me on social media by checking the description below. You also can check out my other 20 plus first impression videos of the season. We are coming to an end very, very soon, if not today, tomorrow, with these first impression videos. Monday is officially my first day that I'm not gonna post first impression videos anymore. I'll be posting other stuff. In fact, I'll be again out of town. I'll be in vacation once again. One last hoorah before I start working. So if you guys wouldn't mind, get my likes and my views and my comments up, and that would be a nice present before I go back to work. Okay, but this series is called Bullet. I will say it was a little bit all over the place, and that is mainly because I didn't know the characters, and it starts off with the first, with like the main, heist, I guess is the word I'm looking for. They retrieve stuff for people, and in this case, at least they thought where they were retrieving money for a specific person. So beginning of the episode, it's a little wild. They're in a heist. They're obviously being chased by people, and it ends with them almost getting hit by Truck Kun, but we don't really see what happens, and then the episode starts before that. So we meet our protagonist. He kind of is in this weird world where no one leaves the city, everyone stays in the city, and you're born into what you're born, and that's essentially what your entire life is. So very much a system created by the people on top, and people in the bottom are always oppressed, and he is unfortunately in the bottom, and he's struggling, but he works every day to get his money, and we learned why. His pops is not doing so well. Now, we don't know if this is his actual father or just a father figure, because honestly, they don't look at all like their family, but he is sick, and we don't really know much about it. I'm gonna assume this guy's gonna die. Like, and it's horrible to say like that, but I'm just assuming it because he keeps saying, like, once I see my grandpa is fine, and or grandpa, father, I don't know, my pops is doing well, I'm gonna leave this city and see what's beyond the borders, and so on and so forth. So I'm assuming his pop is not gonna make it at some point, and that's gonna push him to actually just get out and see the world. So but in the meantime, he's trying to make money. Everything it's horrible. He goes buys medicine. It's too expensive. The guy tells him that basically prices are going up, and there's not much he can do about it. He's also at the bottom, essentially. He goes to go eat, and this is where we meet one of the other characters that we saw at the beginning of the episode, but we didn't really know who he was. And this is Talking Bear. He looks like Law's right-hand pirate from One Piece. But anyways, they start interacting. Like, he tries to eat his chicken and they're fighting with one another, and they're approached by this girl. And I want to premise, I don't think he sees girls too often because he gets all giddy about it. And to be honest, as I try to recall back, well, there is a woman in the bar, so I don't know. I guess not his age. I don't know. But he gets really giddy, but she has a mission for them. Essentially, her father passed away. She left behind whatever, and she needs them to retrieve it. And she's offering quite a bit of money. So they do accept it, but they're a little bit skittish because, again, they're dealing with someone like her who very clearly looks like she is in the richer side of society, which means that if they get caught, that their lives are basically over. So they don't realize that the guy they're going against is a pretty big thug. We realize it because we're the viewers, but like at the end, I think he shoots one of his guys because they weren't able to protect whatever the possession that he wanted, which, by the way, ends up being something doesn't look valuable. And he says it's the gospel of the city, which is like, what are you saying? So don't really know what all that's about, but we see a lot of the action again, them trying to get and retrieve the box, which they assume it's money. When they open it, it's just like this weird figurine, and they don't know what it is. But that's what they assume. And after all, that's not for them to worry about because they're retrieving it for the girl so that they can get paid. So really, the payment comes from her, and hopefully, she comes through because they're putting their lives in danger, and the guy is hunting for them now. So yeah, it's not looking good for them at all, to be honest. So and that in a nutshell is the first episode. I think it was good. Not enough happened, or not enough development of the characters happened for me to be invested in the characters, to be honest, other than the kid having the pops that's sick, that I assume he's gonna die. They didn't really have a moment either, though. He talked to him very rudely because that's how the shonen protagonists usually are. So that's really it. So honestly, I think it's gonna be more on them doing heists, them doing like all these type of missions, and that's gonna be the meat of the series, which puts me in the side of I may not like it as much as I think I would. But honestly, the first red flag is the fact that Hulu has the rights to this one. So yeah. So anyways, go check it out. It is all fully released already. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. And I will see you next time. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.